Welcome back to another video, and today we have the Super B1 battle droid from Star Wars Episode 2 Attack the Clones. It's the Hasbro Star Wars The Black Series, so I hope you enjoy this, because quite frankly, this is one of my favorite designs in all of Star Wars. That's right, I'm a prequel fan. I know, they don't exist. You know, Zoomy Chimera 2 strikes again. And quite frankly, I don't give a damn. So yes, Zoomy Chimera here, ready for deployment. So anyway, here we go. Let's start off with accessories. For starters, this laser effect can come off. Essentially, it plugs into the barrels here, but because it's all shitty Hasbro malleable plastic, it feels very risky to put on. Now, unfortunately, well, it's just a simple blaster effect. It's nothing much. You know, it's just giant see-through red laser with a bunch of effects at the end. Nothing special. Now for the figure itself. Well, actually, the pieces here can come off, but we'll look at that in a second. So starting off, we have the cool giant droid look. Again, I love the hulky bruiser intimidation look of the B1 battle droids. It's very cool. You know, they look like they can punch your fucking lights out. I appreciate that a lot. It's really cool. So we've got a bunch of cool grays, blacks. I never understood this, but they put a little bit of blue, metallic blue on the top. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's really well done, but it just feels really out of place. So, but that's neither here nor there. So we've got this cool giant droid body. You know, we've got what I'd assume to be ventilation in the back, sort of random sides. Now, like I said, oh, don't forget the red dot. I used to think those were the eyes, but apparently that's the eye. And yes, they did actually detail the inside of the headpiece here, which is pretty cool, not gonna lie, pretty cool. Let's see, can we, yeah, there we go. So underneath the hood here, we got just a cool giant red eye, some mechanical parts, and then guess what? More strikes again. So this chest plate can come off, revealing more cool bits and pieces. Again, it's really well done. All the doodads, the lights, the circuitry, it's great. Even the underside's got a detail, which is pretty cool. Got a little port there, it seems, textured and whatnot. Again, it's wonderful done, wonderfully done. Come on, get in. There we go. Arms, they've got these cool sort of metal sockets, which are really nice, so that way it's a ball joint, so it serves as a butterfly, but I'll get into that later. We've got the piston, giant arm, got the cool sort of joint here, really well done. And then we go here, this is their gun hand, where they just have a gun that's kind of just placed on there. Really, it feels like it could slip out or fall out at any given moment, but it's got some detail there. I will say could probably use a bit more paint, but it is what it is. And then closed clanker fists. Again, all my clankers love the B1 battle droids, or the Super B1 battle droids. I probably keep saying the wrong thing. God fucking damn it. Anyway, and then this arm, you know, no gun, just cool details. Again, I like the design a lot. Then we go down here. Abdomen segmented with metal sort of bands. Pretty cool, almost like those old Marvel Iron Man comics. Then we go down here to the clanker groin with what I assume to be is like a gear or a ratchet. I don't know. And then they even tried to, I will give them this, they did try to hide the articulation quite a bit. So big ups to them. Average typical skinny legs, you know, and whatnot. Pretty cool. Even some ridges on the feet, and yes, it is sculpted so that it can sort of fold in on itself with ease, so that way you can have them just, you know, sit and huddle up. But that's neither here nor there. Now for articulation, arms are in ball joints, so they go So they sort of shimmy forward, backward. They go not too far out, but not very far in either. Well, they do go in at least. They just don't go all the way out. They go up and down, forward and back. There's a bend and swivel at the elbow joint and a swivel at the forearm. There's also a bend and, believe it or not, swivel at the wrist joint for some ungodly fucking reason. And yet no finger articulation. Bizarre. There is a ball joint at the mid-abdomen, so it can pretty much maintain an upright posture, or it can lean all the way back. It can rock side to side and swivel. Legs are also on ball joints, so they, pitch in, out. They don't go out too far. They go in pretty far, but they mostly go forward and back. Swivel at the thigh, bend and swivel at the knee, even though that is completely unnecessary, but okay. That swivel again, too much work. Hasbro just always be putting the work in the wrong places. And then a hinge and rock at the foot. Now, I'm in pure support of my clanker friends here. These clankers are my real homies now, don't you understand? So yeah, I give this 8 metal scraps out of 10. True clankers will appreciate this, but in all seriousness, it is a great, it is one of the best Star Wars Black Series figures, if I do say so myself. Sure, there are some choices I wouldn't have done, like the metallic there, but other than that, it's pretty solid, all things considering. And again, for the price point of, what, $20? Well, $25, I'm sure, nowadays, but still, there are worse things to spend that kind of money on, especially in this lineup. Shit. Well, with that said, thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.